Yes, hurricane season is officially upon us and people in Hawaii are going to be reacting the same way we always do. Oh shoot, when hurricanes stay coming. Oh, better go Costco. Hey, how many cans Spam get? This happens every year in Hawaii. They tell us every May to get ready, but we don't listen until the weather person on the news starts telling us the storm is coming and then everybody panics. Hey, give them, bro. I went grab them first. Hey, that's what I thought. Hey, good thing, because I was about for false crack you. So in this video, I want to talk about how to survive hurricane season in Hawaii, from what you can expect to things you might consider buying and some general advice. Also, I highly recommend the Homeowner's Handbook to prepare for natural hazards by the University of Hawaii Sea Grant College program. It has great information on how to prepare for all natural disasters that may affect Hawaii. Hurricane season in Hawaii is from June 1st to November 30th, and there are typically 2 to 6 tropical cyclones projected each year. Tropical cyclones have a grading system, starting with tropical depressions being the weakest. So weak sauce. Then tropical storms. Okay, I still getting small kind of scared. And then hurricanes, of which there are categories of intensity 1 through 5. Wait. You install the hurricane clips. But with any of these classifications of tropical cyclones, you can expect at varying degrees 3 things: heavy winds, heavy rain that can lead to flooding, and big surf. Now, for the most part, Hawaii has been fortunate in recent years in that really bad hurricanes have missed the islands. 2015 had a record number of storms and they somehow missed us every time. Hey, that's right, no like mess with us. And in 2018, we had a pretty bad scare with Hurricane Lane. It got up to a category 5 hurricane and it was coming straight for Oahu. Hey, no act like you wasn't scared. I even went to church with my mother and said one prayer. And look, the bugger went turn last minute. But it doesn't mean that the storms always miss us. We all remember Hurricane Aniki, and that was a pretty scary one. I remember being huddled with my family in the hallway and hearing the roof bounce up and down. Hey, so what I gotta buy? So there's the recommended list of emergency supplies, and then there's what local people actually buy. I recommend buying what's on the recommended list, but it's up to you because when you're in the store shopping last minute and you see locals buying up stuff that's not on the recommended list, you may be wondering if you should buy those things too. So I'm gonna go over what is in our hurricane emergency kit. For a complete list, you can look online or read the Homeowner's Handbook. Oh, the number one thing you gotta buy, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. For whatever reason, Hawaii people panic buy toilet paper every year. There are always stories on the local news about how crazy the lines get at the stores, especially for toilet paper. So my advice is buy toilet paper before everyone panics. It's non-perishable and it will last a long time. Fortunately, I did my shopping early this year and I bought 2 cases of toilet paper, so we're pretty good. Plus, my mom always says that I can use it to trade. I'm not sure for what, but thanks, Mom. Oh, I stay thirsty. Hey, I can sample some water. They recommend buying at least a 14-day supply of drinking water. But what does that mean in layperson terms? It means about 14 gallons of water per person. Your standard 24 pack of bottled waters is roughly 3 gallons, so you're looking at about 5 cases of bottled water per person. I don't know about you, but to me that's a lot of bottled water, and to haul that much water, you're gonna need a pretty big truck. So instead, when it comes to water, my advice is to buy some bottled water, but think about ways to store tap water ahead of time. Growing up, we used garbage cans and buckets to store water, and yeah, we probably couldn't drink it, but at least we had potable water for the toilet and baths. Hey, don't forget to pack some Onokain Grand, because I don't come over later. They say they have 14 days of non-perishable food, but really, I don't know what that looks like. All I know is that I'm gonna buy and store food that I can eat even if no hurricane comes. And in Hawaii, the food supplies will vary from family to family, but pretty much your local checklist will include primarily 2 things: rice, the one necessity for all meals, and canned goods, including but not limited to Spam, because Hawaii loves Spam. Vienna sausage, so good with shoyu on some hot rice. Canned tuna, preferably coral tuna, but this is all they had. And pork and beans, because you can eat it right out of the can. And that's pretty much all you need to survive. Maybe some ramen, some crack seed, lihimoi powder, and kakimochi, and you're pretty much all set. And there's also some other supplies you might consider getting, like an emergency crank radio to catch emergency broadcasts, although I don't know if I can work one of these things anymore. A manual can opener to open cans, because I don't know how to open a can of pork and beans without one of these. Matches, I guess for the one candle that we own. Flashlights, probably need to get new batteries for this one. We got first aid kit. Probably open this now so that when I actually need it, I don't have to open the wrapper. It's kind of stuff. Extra medicine, plenty of baby wipes and diapers, extra batteries and battery packs. Gotta make sure you got some extra cash and gas in the car. I just want to leave you with this. You know, it's important to pay attention to the news and weather reports, but try not to get too worked up about it. You know, take the warning seriously and be prepared. But if you watch too much news, you're gonna stress yourself out. Also, if you don't feel like you can safely shelter in place, make sure that you know where to go for emergency shelter. For many people, it'll be at the local schools. So just know where to go in case things get really bad. Have a good hurricane season. Hope you and your family stay safe. And if you didn't prepare this year, keep telling yourself you'll be prepared next year. So thanks for watching, and aloha.